Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It is simply Gigie here, and today we're in part 2 of our online series. So today we are going to talk about discussions and how to handle them in your online courses. Not the subject matter, but how to respond, how to communicate effectively in your discussion topics. So what is in a discussion? You basically exchange views or ideas on a selected topic, and that could be in the form of your teacher asking a question, wanting everyone to do a discussion, and then everyone else to respond to one discussion. That could be one version. Another one could be, let's say you find something really interesting and you kind of want to start a discussion in your classroom. So you'd ask other student questions about what they think, you'd make a statement, ask their opinions, etc. So for this, I'm going to narrow it down to five tips that are going to be beneficial for you and hopefully make you a more effective communicator in your discussion groups. So number 1. Keywords in your title. Let's say you have a discussion on body art, right? That is quite a broad topic. Everyone could be talking about an array of different things. How are you going to find the one that interests you, or how are you going to differentiate from everyone else's without having to read every single one? Would be in your title. So similar to an email, you don't want to have a broad title. You want to narrow it down as small as possible, as specific as possible. So for example, if I had a discussion on body art, but I'm talking more about tattooing in Indian culture, my title would be Tattooing in Indian Culture. It is a form of body art, but now you know what type of body art and even where I'm the specific origins of this particular type of body art, because tattooing in different cultures, they do it all differently compared to modern day tattooing. So you just never know, right? So number 1 is have clear and concise titles, okay? Number 2, be supportive and open, not judgmental. I feel like we can all agree that one, I love Judge Judy, but you don't want to be the judgy, you don't want to be seen and perceived as that judgy chick or guy or however you identify as yourself in that class. You know what I mean? So be supportive of each other, be open. When somebody said something, even if you disagree, start off with what you did like from their discussion and then go from there. But don't be you was talking about the A, B, C, and I think D, E, F, and I think you're wrong. You can't come with that type of negative energy. You need to make it positive. It's already scary enough in real life joining a discussion. At least online now you feel a little bit more open to state your ideas, but if somebody judges you harshly, it's gonna make you less open, less receptive. And a discussion, you want to hear everyone's point of view because everyone has something to bring to the table. So just saying, be supportive, open, not judgmental. Number 2, if you're going to be giving feedback, not number 2, number 3. Now you guys know I'm not in math. Number 3, if you're going to give feedback, make sure you do so constructively. You don't want to tear people down. If you tear people down, everyone else is going to be seeing that on the course, but you should not want to tear people down, period. Not because of other people, but because of who you believe, what you believe. But tearing people down does not make you look any better. It actually makes you look worse. So if you're going to give feedback, Do it politely, courteously. Make sure you label your emotions as well, because online a lot of things can get misconstrued. I feel deeply about, I care about, just making it more clear so there's no reason for any miscommunication. There's no underlying things that people be like, oh, she was so rude, and you're like, no, like it wasn't even that deep, it was not that serious. So just be very careful, read back what you type before you send it out, just to make sure that you're clear, concise, you're constructive, you're polite and courteous, whether you disagree or agree. And that brings us to point number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4. Number 4, it's okay to disagree with ideas. It's a discussion. You don't have to agree, but make sure you're not attacking individuals personally. You can't be like, if you had truly read page 66 in the book, you would know that. Like, you can't come and now like start throwing daggers at people. Don't attack people personally about their beliefs or what they feel. It's a discussion. You either agree or you don't agree. If you don't agree, cool, but don't come and start now like throwing rocks and buildings and stones. I remember my sister always says, and I know a lot of people actually say this, don't throw rocks when you live in a glass house. But I feel like everyone lives in glass houses, so don't be throwing rocks, period, because those are types of things that you just don't want out there. You don't want them out and about. So it's okay to disagree with ideas and opinions that people may have, but make sure you just focus on that and how you can explain your point of view and how you can ask them why do they feel like that, and what do they think of your point of view, instead of being trying to tear people down. Just don't do it. It's a discussion, it's a group, it's a class, it's a course. Everyone's learning, okay? Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the last one. Number 5, like the single ladies. Number 5 is avoid comments that may be offensive to an individual or a member of any community. It's 2020 out here, guys. We gotta do better, we gotta be better, we gotta be more understanding. Not be more understanding, let me get that right. Be respectful and courteous, okay? So just don't be offensive. I feel like there's no need to say that in depth. And most often, your schools have policies against bullying, taunting, those types of things. So just don't do it. There's no point to it. So just to finish off this video, let me just do a quick little run through, and I had them all written down because you know I like to take my notes. So number 1, clear and concise titles. Number 2, be supportive and open, not judgmental. 3, when giving feedback, do so constructively. 4, it's okay to disagree with ideas, but don't attack people personally. And 5 is avoid comments that may be offensive to an individual or a member of any group. And hopefully these tips and tricks are going to be beneficial to you guys with your online courses. If you liked my content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.